my life here tonight, and that stays with me till the next time. And we commit to each other, which for me is the most important thing.
The impact on my life's huge because I was out of work for many years with Yosh as I was raising him. And when I went back into work, I found exactly what Taz found, that there was this whole having to be somebody you're not in a workplace. And I was really struggling with that. And then I found a way of working through people that I've networked into the circle with, like Lucy and Callum and so forth, which has enabled me to earn money and be myself, which has just been so wonderful. So I love networking. In fact, it was through Caroline and I that Peter came to this circle, and it's just great introducing people to people who you can be natural with, you can be yourself with, you can be authentic. So, yes, enormous impact on my life, so thank you everybody.
I'd just like to say I really enjoy coming to the meeting. I love it when people ask for things and get what they want. It's almost magical experience. And I'd also just like to say thanks to Ange for all the newsletters and the hard work she puts in on the computer. That's magical as well, I think.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
I like the fact that everyone that comes here is equal, and yet we're all individual. So there's nothing the same, but there's nothing different about us either. And everybody's got such a vast amount of experience to share that you never come twice, and it's the same ever.
I'm glad what fun became really good. Yeah. Good, yeah.
Thank you.
I think I've been coming here for a few years, but very on and off, and I've had really good experiences in even doing the Christmas carols, and that's been done through knowing you, Colin, and being involved with the circle, and practicing and loving to practice with Robert, and that's been ongoing for 4 years, something like that, and that's all been through the circle. And I think it means a lot to Robert, and it means a lot to me as well. So there's some real quirky sort of things that you think, what's that all about? And it gets sorted. So it's all good. Thank you.
How do you find other people who are interested in disability? And there's only a few of us on the island and whatever. Well, we were saying quite strongly, you might only be a few people that use the words inclusion and disability and whatever, but all around you there are people who share very similar values but don't see themselves as being about disability or inclusion. And it's very clear having the connections here. Sumac isn't a headline about disability or inclusion, but it shares a whole host of similar values. And likewise the church, I guess, that wouldn't see itself as being primarily about those things, but does something about neighbourliness or doing God's work or whatever you would call it, but it's the same stuff in the same way. So, whenever you feel like, well, there's so few of us that want these things to happen, often it is just noticing that there are lots of people who share these values, but come with different headlines on their magazines, but it's the same issues. So I think we're learning that more and more.